This is Monday. It is October the 17th, 2016. Just want to do a quick update for this week. The weather includes record temperatures and a colder shot coming up this weekend, but longer trends still seem to be towards warm and drier conditions. Speaking of warmth, this is right about midday here on the East Coast of the U.S. This was a temperature view. I mean, we're in the 70s and the 80s all the way up here into the northeast. This is warm, very, very warm. You see some troughiness out here in the west and big time warm up here in the east. Record highs are going to be set in many areas, I believe, over the next several days. Most record highs are in the low to mid 80s, and that's about what the temperature forecast is. So don't be surprised if you see Baltimore, Washington, Richmond, a few other areas. Philadelphia may be breaking some records this week at the 80s. To give you an idea of what's going on here, we have a very complex looking weather system here. A lot of those up here in Canada. I tell you what, the rain and snow up in Canada is definitely being added to. It's definitely nothing like last year. We definitely are seeing a lot more buildup of snowpack here on this side of the hemisphere, and I'm about to show the other side of the hemisphere at the end. I'm going to do a little quick sneak peek into winter. But anyway, this frontal system and frontal system is going to move east. Right now what we're getting is these high pressure systems here in the south just pumping in warmth. We're going to see that for several days. And actually as this front comes a little bit closer, you get even more stronger southerly flow, so you have more chances of warmth. And then we go into day 3 here, and the front's getting even closer. You see it's going to cool air is coming like in 2 fronts here. So we get cool and then reinforcing shot of cool. What's nice is this area here, we get some rain, and I got to tell you the drought's pretty bad in those areas. So we can go ahead and look at the 3 to 7 day. Focusing just in our region, so we see this front coming a little further east and out on day 3. And then on day 4, it's now moving through. We should see some rain showers and thunderstorms possible even Thursday night. This low here that's off the coast originally looked like it may swing up in here into our region, but it looks like if anything it's going to get drawn a little bit further west. So you can see the progression. There's a chance that up here in New England they could get quite a bit of rain. And I tell you what, that strong of a low up here in Canada, bringing cool air on the back end, wouldn't be surprised if some snow showers break out there up in the upper regions of Maine. So anyway, but that's kind of the idea. We get another reinforcing shot here of cooler air for the time being, but definitely the long-term trend is after our normal, it's pretty much normal temperatures, we rebound into warmer air as this high slips east. So we definitely gonna get chilly this weekend, but how long will it stick around, we'll have to see. Here's a rain forecast. You can see the purples and stuff in the 2 to 4 inches for the northeast there, but really we're in this region here is about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. Not looking at a major amount of rain, but some rain. That's good. We need it, especially up here in the northern part of Virginia and western part of Maryland. Happens to be where my home is. That's why I'm excited to see some of that. Obviously, any rain down in this region isn't needed, but out here it's definitely needed. So anything here is great. And up here in the northeast, they're still suffering from quite a bit of rain deficits. So it'd be good for them to get some rain. Just to let you know that I'm not just shooting my mouth off, but it's actually true. You see here in the parts of Atlanta, I mean, they're dealing with some severe drought down here. I know dealing with quite a bit. North Carolina's got drought here. The western part, obviously the eastern part, got all the deluge from Matthew. And you can see here up in my region, we got that dryness as well as southwestern Virginia. I can definitely attest to the fact that it's been drier than normal. The rain that we did have recently was great, but the heavier stuff went west and east. So there's a little pocket here that we didn't get quite as much rain. We got some though, and we needed it. And just to show you the northeast here, there's that little pocket of dryness. You can see another pocket here. West Virginia's got some dryness, and then New England here, we've got a pretty pronounced drought. As a matter of fact, I mean, there's been quite a bit of drought and dryness up in this region. Any precipitation up here would be great. Looks like they could definitely get some here in western New York. The coastal interactions with that low off the coast and the front coming in, there could be some overrun and quite a bit of rain up in here. We saw like 2-3 inches of rain possible. They desperately need it up there. The drought's pretty severe. So It's good news. And just to give you an idea of what's going on temperature-wise and the 6 to 10 day period, so we go to normal conditions. That's pretty likely. We're going to get a good little chill this weekend, but the cool air is going to lift out as this high, though it retrograded, like the warmth went a little further west, it's going to start pumping east. So we can see that slowly happening and building, and then you see a stronger trough on the west coast. You have a trough in the west, you're going to see more of a building of a ridge into the east. Unfortunately, for people who need more rain, that means it's going to turn dry. Obviously, there's some regions that are great to see some rain. Oh boy, I really messed up there. In the northeast, you see this above normal chance of rain. That's great. They've got dryness up there. We already noted that. Try not to hit. And then you look in the 8 to 14 day period, and now we've gotten really dry on the East Coast. And it makes sense. I mean, there's some troughiness here in the middle part of the nation that's causing it, and these storms coming in the west. What I can tell you is that's kind of a semi-zonal flow kind of going across the nation. It means things are getting wrung out, whatever, of all the moisture by the time they get to the East Coast. What it does mean, though, is that lows are probably popping along Canadian border, and the snowpack's really increasing up here in Canada. And cold snowpack up here could eventually mean colder for the U.S. in the very long run. And so just to give you an idea of what's going on, during the month of October, what I look for as some of the indicators as to possibilities of what winter could be is the snow advance index, and that is how fast snow is advancing past 60 degrees north. You see this 60 degree north latitude into Siberia, and how much this expansion is happening. The speed at which it does it has a lot to do with potentially correlating to a negative Arctic oscillation, negative NAO possibilities, and that would cool down the East Coast. And right now I'd say it's doing pretty well. I'd say it's in line with maybe something that was going on last year. So that's good news. Let me show you how fast it advanced this week. This is just 5 days ago. So you can see now the snow is expanded out in this region and slipping further east. You also see snow in this part of the northern hemisphere, even down in the United States. Last year it wasn't this far south; it was way up here. I think there's signals there that says this winter's not going to be like last winter. I think more chances for cold air coming into the region are possible, but I don't know how cold. I'll tell you, my general sense is that we're going to be staying pretty mild until about December, and then after that switch to a cooler, more normal pattern. I don't think we're going to see much chances for really cold air before then, but I have a sneaky suspicion that maybe we get one cold shot in November that surprises us with some flakes or something. We'll see. So why do I think we'll battle still dealing with a cooler Arctic intrusions this year? It's really a really warm sea surface temperature. We dealt with this all last year because of El Nino, and there's actually signs of La Nina, which we'll talk about later on when I truly do a winter forecast. I will say that there are indications of the PDO, Pacific Decadal Oscillation, which is related to a warmer body of water up here, warmer than normal. Doesn't look like it's any warmer here, but I'm not showing the anomalies. Would tend to buckle the, not buckle, how about we say cause a ridge out here on the west and cause more Arctic intrusions in the east. It's possible that could be a little stronger this year. If you get the NAO to line up so that it's negative, which is actually a block here off of Greenland, we could have a better winter. But anyway, there's a lot to be said. That's my little sneak peek into winter. I mean little. And if you listen to all this, I'm sure you're tired and bored. Anyway, that's all. I'm going to post this, and have a good day.